Well, howdy. How you guys doing? It's Michael. Second video. Yes, I made it. It is May 23rd, 2011. Guess what, motherfuckers? I made it. The rapture ain't get me. Well, is that something to be proud of? I mean, when the rapture got you, you're actually in heaven. I'm a loser. Yeah. I was left behind. Anyways, today I want to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. I don't know if you realize this, but I'm kind of a cynical, jaded individual. You're going to find out sooner or later anyways. And the biggest thing that people like to talk about, especially in this country, the United States of America, is religion, and how religion is the base of everything good and bad in this country. And I am described as a Christian, but as a real Christian. And what I mean by real Christian means I hate people just like anybody else. I do things just like anybody else. I have sinned like everybody else. I am a true Christian because I realize that Christianity is not the basis of what's in the Bible. It's the basis of being a good person. Yes, I said it. To me, that's what Christianity is. It's not believing that certain people are going to be burning in hell because of certain acts, when there's other shit that people do that think is not going to get them burnt in hell. You will burn in hell for certain things that you don't even know about. Hell, watching this YouTube video might be an act that will cause you to burn in hell for the rest of eternity. We don't know. But using the Bible as the stepping stone, basically, for being a good person, that's what I live by. I try to live by the keynotes within the Bible, trying to say this is how you're supposed to conduct yourself as a human being and as a person. I am without sin. Not true. I have sin. I'm sinning now. You might not see it, but I'm sinning now. Yes, I am. I try to live my life not as a person that tries to save the world, but as a man, as a person, as a good person. I do not like to see people suffering. I do not like to see people in pain. I would love to try to help as many individuals as I could. I'm a good person for that. Will I smoke weed? Probably. Will I drink liquor? Probably. Will I have unprotected sex with whores? Probably. Will I smile while I'm doing all this stuff? Probably. Would I do all of these things at one day, probably at the same time? Probably. Does that make me a bad person? Probably. You understand? Let's throw that shit out of the window. Let's just live our lives like good people. We all know good people. Okay? Now, the reason I'm making this video is because of that. Because of good people. I'm a good person. Probably. And the one thing about me is the fact that I don't follow the Bible fully, is because there's so much shit within the Bible that you cannot really live the life of a 21st century human being by the Bible, because there's so many things that are not in the Bible that we do, and there's certain things that are in the Bible that we don't do. Did I confuse you? Yeah, I did. Now, my favorite subject to talk about the Bible, besides, the way that we treat one another, is a group of people that seems to be the butt of the Bible's joke. And I'm talking about the gay people, the homosexuals. Hi. Hey. But let's put it like this. Me, as a person who's a good Christian male, who tries to be a good person, I put it like this. Oh, I should have put this in the beginning. I'm going to be using words and stuff that probably will offend you, so I just warned you, so you might as well just stop and go do something else, because you will be offended. If you call yourself a Christian and you find any of the words that I say offensive, you're not a good Christian, because you're worse than I am. There's things that these super Christians, super religious people have done behind closed doors that you, as a person, would never do. See how I did my eyes? Never. That's how bad it is. You will never do those things. It's simple. Now, as a man, Christian, straight, I tend to live my life a certain way. Yes, you should try to help your other man, your other friends, mankind from burning in hell. That's one of our jobs as Christians, to keep people from being burnt in hell. But as a man, you should also realize that that is their choice to do whatever it is that they decide to do. So as long as it doesn't affect you. So, here's a question that I ask you. As a person that it feels icky about gay people. And I'm going to use some very colorful words. And it's going to make you blush. You should ask yourself this question. Ready? How does a gay guy, his lifestyle, the way that he decides to live his life, affect you in your everyday settings? Think about that question. Now, how does a guy who likes to have sex with another man affect you as a person? How does a house 2 miles down the road that has a gay couple at this moment accepting a penis into his butt affect you as a person? Go do something else at the time being and think about that question. How does one guy getting D'd and B'd by another guy affect you as a person, unless you're the one that's getting D'd and B? I'm waiting. You really cannot answer that question because it has no bearing on you as a person. There's no crime being committed. A guy that gets butt sex does not affect you in no way, shape, or form, unless you are the person that is giving the butt sex or receiving the butt sex. So, how does it affect you, knowing that your neighbor gets D'd into B or likes to go down on dudes and he's a guy? Besides the fact that maybe you might find it disgusting, that's a personal issue. But how does that affect you as a person day to day, knowing that that person does those things? How does it affect you knowing that your lesbian neighbors are going down on each other as I speak? It doesn't affect you. It doesn't bring up taxes. It doesn't lower taxes. It doesn't make gas prices go up higher. It doesn't make gas prices go down lower. It doesn't do jack shit to you. So why do you give a fuck? Why do you care? Why do you go out there with pickets saying God hates fags? Which, by the way, how the hell does God hate? That's something else I'm going to get into. But why? Why do you care so much that you go out and protest against homosexuals and what they do behind closed doors? Or fuck, what even they do on tape that you've probably masturbated to? How does it affect you as a person? Yes, you as a Christian, it is your job to save their soul from damnation. But guess what? You couldn't do it because they're still getting D'd into B. Girls are still going down on each other in the library or wherever it is that homosexuals decide to frolic and do their shit. But besides that, how does it affect you as a person? How does it affect your life? Does it make your ass hurt that your neighbor's getting his ass pounded right now? No, it doesn't. So why? Why do you people care? Why is it such a big deal? Why? Hell, if I was gay, and the moment I stop this tape and I go suck on some guy, how does that affect you? Please, I want to learn. I want to understand life. I want to understand people and why it is that they feel so adamant about certain things. Tell me how this affects you. If you could do that, I will understand hate to an extent. If you can explain to me why it is that Elton John being a homosexual affects you, by all means, help me out. I don't know any other big name gay people. I'm not going to start naming names because I don't want to say the wrong name and then get in trouble for something. But how does that happen? How does your neighbor being a gay man affect you in your own home? Oh, wait, that's right, because you as a straight male feel that this gay dude is looking at you funny because he wants your booty. That makes sense. It makes you feel inadequate. Just how you as a straight male makes your neighbor, the straight female, feel inadequate because she feels that you want her booty. Oh, you're going to tell me that's natural. Because as heterosexuals, we are supposed to desire one another in a lustful way. So this lady living next door to your perverted ass should feel honored to have your perverted ass looking through her windows and thinking of various shit to do to her, because that is what God intended. God intended for you as a man to be a pervert, to be thinking about your sexy, big-breasted, big-bootied neighbor in a very provocative way, because it's natural. Okay, that makes sense. It does. So I agree with you. Gay dudes should not be looking at your straight ass and be wondering about what they can do to your little hole. It makes sense. No, it doesn't. You're a fucking hypocrite. See how I did that? That's how life works, man. You're a fucking hypocrite. Hypocrites rule this world. Hypocrites are hypocrites. Hypocrites are everywhere. You are a hypocrite. Hell, chances are I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite right now. How? I don't know, but I know I'm doing something very hypocritical. I love that word. Hypocrite. You are a fucking hypocrite. So, let me ask you again. How does a gay couple, man or woman, lesbians, whatever, trans, whatever, how does their lifestyle affect you as a person? Answer that question. That's it. That's all I want. I just want to know that one question. How does it affect you? And like I said, if you're going to hit me off with the weak shit, oh, I don't have no problem with gay people, but as long as they keep their gay shit over there, we cool. I would love for a straight chick to be like, I ain't got no problem with straight men, but as long as they keep their straight shit over there, I'm cool. Up till the time that I want some sex. And why does a straight woman sound like a man? You fucking hypocrite. So, yeah, answer that question for me if you can. Alright? That's it.